Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a different video for you guys. I just realized I've never done this type of video on this particular channel. I did a lot of them on my beauty channel when I was still doing that. I think since I make so many vlogs, I'm always sharing like my current favorites with you guys, and since I haven't really made a video in a while, I thought I would just make one whole video dedicated to what I've been loving lately. This is a whole bunch of different things, mostly like lifestyle type things. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first category I'm going to mention is makeup, and as you guys probably know, I don't really wear a lot of makeup nowadays. Ever since the pandemic happened, I just lost a lot of interest in it. I got rid of a lot of my makeup and I don't really buy as much anymore, but these are the two products that I've been loving so much for the last couple of months. So I'll start with this one. I actually started using this way back when I first started wearing makeup in like my teenage years. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium Plus. So it's just your regular powder foundation. I use this as a setting powder, but the reason why I've been loving it so much is because I think it works so great as like a powder to cover up any imperfections that you have, like discoloration and things like that. It feels so lightweight, but it has a lot of coverage for what it is, and I'm just glad that I rediscovered this because I absolutely love it. The next product is actually the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter Brow Gel, and the reason why I've been using this a ton is because, as you guys probably know, I did get my eyebrows powder ombre, which pretty much is like getting a tattoo on your eyebrows. I got it done in January, and ever since that I haven't really been touching my brows at all, other than like tweezing around them and stuff to clean it up. I don't really trim my brow hairs anymore, so they do get really long, and I've been taming it with this brow gel. It keeps my brow hairs in place and just makes them look a lot neater. I've been really loving that. Moving on to hair products, I actually wanted to mention the hair tool that I've been loving, which is actually the One Step Blow Dryer by Revlon. I don't have it with me because I didn't want to show on camera since there's like a ton of hair on it and I thought it looked kind of disgusting, but of course I'll post a picture of what it looks like. And essentially it's just a blow dryer but also like a straightener all in one. So what I like to do is blow dry my hair with my Dyson until it's about like 60 to 70% dry, and then I'll go in with my Revlon tool, start drying the rest of it. And the reason why I love it is because my hair naturally is not pin straight. It gets kind of like a little bit wavy and just like kind of weird. So I love it because, like I said, it's kind of like a two-in-one. So after I blow dry my hair, I don't have to worry about having to style it with heat with a straightener or like a curling iron, and it just adds so much volume to your hair. Super soft, super sleek, and I just really love it. It makes the hairstyling process go by so much quicker. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then you probably wouldn't see how much I've been obsessed with my planners lately. So here is my planner stack at the moment, and these are all from the brand Moterm, and I absolutely love their planners so much. They're such good quality and for like a decent price. I have an A5 size, which is in the taupe croc print, and this is my self-care planner. And then I also have the croc print in the cream color, personal size, my everyday planner, the B6 size in the pebbled taupe. I think this is called the taupe color, I'm not really sure. But this is actually my journal, so on the inside of it I have a Stalogy notebook, and then I just journal. I only have a couple pages in there so far because I actually was using a different journal. Now this is my new one. But I love Moterm so much. The material for this one is like really squishy and soft, and then the other ones are very soft and just really good quality. And I've been wanting to do a flip through of all of my planners, so stay on the lookout for that because I'm just really eager to show you guys how I've chosen to like decorate my planners and stuff, and I'm just like so obsessed with the planner community. This is like one of those things where I'm able to show my creativity. I am not an artistic person at all. I'm like the worst drawer. When it comes to planning, I feel like it's just a lot more simpler, and everyone has like their own planning style, and I think that's really like a fun hobby to have. Alright, so next up I wanted to share with you guys my new purse. I had this in my last vlog if you guys didn't see. I also did a unboxing video on my Instagram if you guys want to see that. This is from the brand Polene, and I actually have never heard of it until a couple months ago, and they're not like super well known, I don't think, but I wanted to get a new bag, a nice like mini crossbody, because my Louis Vuitton one that you guys see me wear all the time, I love it, but I can only fit so much in there. All I can fit is like my phone, my keys, and then one of my wallets, and that's pretty much it. I wanted one that was pretty small but could fit a lot, and this is like the perfect bag because as you can see, it's like really big in there, and it's just crazy how much you can fit. There's a whole bunch of pockets and stuff, and I chose the color chalk because I don't have any bags of this color. It's kind of like a cream color. It kind of pulls a little bit gray or taupe as well depending on the light. So I really loved that because I didn't want like a completely white bag because I would be afraid of ruining it, but I love it. I love the gold hardware, and I love how the button is so easy to open and close, because I know with a lot of bags that have buttons, it's just kind of annoying and kind of a hassle to get into your bag that way. And the straps are adjustable. It is calf leather, and it's just nice and squishy and really good material, and I'm just really obsessed with it. It's like the perfect summer bag, and I can't wait to start using it and pairing it with other outfits. Next up, we're going to talk about books. I've always been a huge book lover ever since I was a kid, but I just started getting back into reading at the end of last year, and my goal for this year is to read and finish 24 books. I think I finished 8 books so far, but I wanted to share with you guys the book that I read most recently that I loved and gave a rating at least of a 4. I think I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5. This is called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This book almost had me in tears because I just resonated with the characters so much. So pretty much it's about a woman, her name is Nora. And she is just so unhappy with her life. Like everything just seems to be going wrong, and she just feels like there's nothing worth living for anymore. There is a couple of trigger warnings. It talks a lot about depression, suicide, and mental illness. So that's just a trigger warning for you guys. But she pretty much doesn't think she has anything worth living for anymore. And then one day she wakes up and she realizes she's like in this little fantasy world of like this library, and in that library there's a whole bunch of books. The books are all different lives that she could have lived if she made different decisions and choices in her life. There's like some really good lives that she has and really bad ones. It's just really interesting to follow her journey, and kind of like a self-discovery type of book. It does fit the fantasy and fiction genre, so if you're into that, I definitely recommend this book. But like I said, there are a whole bunch of trigger warnings, so if that bothers you, I probably would not read this book, but my favorite book that I've read so far this year. Okay, so I am a huge gamer, if you guys didn't know. Gaming is also one of those things that I rediscovered kind of recently because I just have so many different interests and hobbies that it's hard to keep up with all of them, and I tend to lose interest in one and then come back to it later on. I've been playing a lot on my Nintendo Switch Lite, and here's what it looks like. I don't think I've ever showed you guys like in a vlog or anything, but this is how I like decked it out and stuff. And I've been playing a couple of games. I've kind of lost interest in Animal Crossing, although I do go on it like once in a while. One of the games I've been loving is called Story of Seasons, and Story of Seasons is actually a new name for this game series called Harvest Moon. And Harvest Moon is like very special to me because it's one of those games I grew up playing with my siblings and that I played like on the Nintendo 64. So they came out with a new rendition of it called Story of Seasons, and I've just been loving it. It's pretty much like a farming game. Plant crops, you sell things to make money to expand your house and like all of this stuff, and it's just a really fun, cozy, chill game. But I wanted to share with you also another game that I've been obsessed with even more than Story of Seasons. So I really do love those farming like stimulation games, but they do get very repetitive and boring very quickly, and I'm someone who gets tired of games like that very quickly. But this game that I've been playing recently, I've been obsessed with. It's called Spiritfarer. Play this character named Stella, and you are on this ship that you own, and you're just traveling around different islands meeting spirits, and these spirits kind of like take a role as like different animals, and pretty much you invite the spirit to come on your ship to travel to different islands, and they have like different tasks and stuff that they want you to do for them. And then while They're on your ship. They always share different stories of like their lives of when they were still living, and it actually gets very, very emotional. Once you've completed all of the tasks that they have, they then decide that they want to go ahead and move on. That's when you take them to the Everdoor, and at the Everdoor is pretty much like them moving on to heaven pretty much. And it's just a very, very emotional game. I've actually teared up quite a bit playing this game, and I can't imagine if you actually are someone who has dealt with loss. I would imagine it to be a difficult game. I can also see it being a very comforting game. I definitely do recommend this game. The graphics are so beautiful and it's just so fun, and there's always a lot of different things to do. Lastly, we're gonna talk about the shows that I've been loving. So I've been obsessed with Korean dramas. Like, I think I started watching them during last summer during the pandemic, and I've just been obsessed with a whole bunch of different ones. The ones that I currently have been loving, so I already finished this one, but it's called True Beauty. I've mentioned this one in one of my vlogs before, but the reason why I love it so much is because I resonate so much with the main character. It's kind of like a high school drama. It takes place when they're in high school, and she is bullied a lot for her appearance, and all her life, like even her own family and like people at school have called her ugly. The reason why I resonate with this so much is because growing up I was bullied so much during middle school and beginning of high school because of the way that I looked. Had no friends, I was a complete loner, and I was just very shy, awkward, low self-esteem because of like how I was bullied and stuff. I would love to make a video all about my experience with me being bullied, but I'll save that for like another day. But pretty much like she's bullied, and then she discovers this whole world of makeup. And yes, like you guys know, I love makeup. I started my beauty channel when I was like in high school, and then once she discovered makeup and learning how to put it on and stuff, she actually has more confidence, and that leads to her making more friends and like building these relationships and stuff. And it's an amazing drama, and I thought I wouldn't like it that much at first because it takes place in high school, but I definitely recommend it. If someone were to ask me for recommendations, that definitely would be on my top 3 of favorite K-dramas. But the K-drama I've been currently watching is The Penthouse, and I'm currently on season 2, but I feel like I like season 1 a lot better. So Penthouse is one of those dramas that is literally going to make you want to tear your hair out because there's just so many different things happening, a lot of plot twists, a lot of drama, and you just get so angry and just so shocked at different things and different people in this drama. I definitely recommend it if you're someone who's into that. But yeah, like I said, I'm currently watching season 2. I finished season 1 a couple of weeks ago, and it's just one of those that will keep you on the edge of your seat. If you guys are not into Korean dramas, I do have one show that I've been loving, and it's called This Is Us. I am caught up. I think there's like 4 or 5 seasons or something, and it is ongoing, but it pretty much follows the life of this family. I don't know if this is kind of a spoiler for you guys, but there's pretty much this couple. They're raising triplets, and it kind of goes back in time from when they're kids and then goes back to the present, which is like this current time of them being adults and like dealing with their own problems and like their own battles and stuff. And this is the one show that I think I've cried like so much with. I remember for one season, I remember like I was crying every single episode because it's just a very emotional, dramatic, and like heartbreaking show, and it has a lot to do with like family and just like healing your own trauma and healing your own wounds that you have gone through. And it's just a very touching drama, and I'm obsessed with it. It's also very, very funny, so I definitely recommend it if you're someone who likes that sort of thing. That is all of my favorites that I've been loving currently for the last couple of months. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these videos, or if you prefer me just mentioning different favorites on like different vlogs and stuff. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on there, and I also share a ton of my favorites and stuff on there as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! 'Cause space, space.